Well, firstly, of course, because you're in a sales business, so you're running a forecast. So if you don't know when or why it needs to happen, it might never happen.
Within the playbook, we talk about the three whys, which we're obviously working our way through that. So why us and why now? Why is the time bound element and the critical time bound element important in all of this as well?
Well, firstly, of course, because you're in a sales business, so you're running a forecast. So if you don't know when or why it needs to happen, it might never happen, and you're unable to forecast the deal. So I think the time bound thing is important for forecast accuracy, but I think also specifically for you as a sales rep to know that you're spending your time on something that is going to land or work or is going to play out. So if you want to get an understanding of that, I don't know if that's something we want to get into now or later. I think it is very important that once you start looking at what is it in the current state that is happening to you, what processes are taking too much time, that you start to quantify those things, and we call those metrics, of course, but you start to quantify the bad things that would happen, as in 40 extra support agents would be needed if we keep the current processes in place, or 2 million in additional infrastructure spend would be required if we stay on the same turf. And as soon as you start to quantify those things, not only in money, but in money over time, it starts to really make sense and drive urgency. Because if it's 40,000 a month, every month that they wait is $40,000 extra. So that's one thing that you could do. And another thing is really start to work towards a compelling event or something good or bad that might happen. So if you can tie it to the research you've done in the beginning, and you find a critical initiative that this company needs, they might have a new product launch. And in order for that product launch, they might need a new platform to be released in the cloud. So if these two things are connected, you then know that if they need to be live by September with that go-to-market solution, they would need to have your solution in place by June. So you could then make a timeline and say, like, hey, if you need to have that live in September, when would you need to have our solution live? And so that's a way to drive urgency and also to get in control of the deal that you're running.